Blessings and welcome to all of my vivacious Virgos out there. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy, and this is your April 2020 tarot reading, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising sign in Virgo. And yes, I'm a Virgo rising myself, so always a pleasure to connect to my fellow Virgos out there, especially during this time of need, being of service to others. And that's what us Virgos are. We are the sign of the Virgin. We are the sign of service and to help others in need. That's what Mother Teresa did. The Virgin Mary. It is about us finding ways that we can help heal this earth, heal each other. And I do believe we do choose to come into this lifetime at a certain time to be of service, us Virgos. And I do feel for us Virgos out there right now, we chose to be here to help move this time of difficulty and pain and suffering into healing and cleansing and purity again. So I had to really meditate and I had to really contemplate on how I was going to start this reading and how I was going to conduct it, because I do feel because we are changing and we are seeing something that we have never seen in our lifetime. I had to, delve deeply and connect more in a way that I never have before, to be honest with you. I try to stay on the more positive side, but I do feel what the message I was receiving through my meditation was I needed to go a little bit deeper into my reading, a little bit deeper into what I was going to say to maybe help heal, help give some type of understanding and clarity to us all. And of course, I don't know anything about anything, but all I can give you is what I feel I am receiving from my angels and guides. And I do feel we all have this power to take time, especially now, since we are really taking time for social distancing and having to be, by ourselves. And I do feel this is a time where we can be by ourselves to meditate and contemplate on these issues and how we can be of service to others and how we can help cleanse and purify the earth here. I do believe that we all choose to come into this lifetime at a certain time. And as Virgos chose to be here at this time to help get through this difficulty. Has anything, it too shall pass, but it may not be today or tomorrow. It may be next year or the year after. But I do feel this is about us as a collective coming together and spiritually evolving and growing. We choose to come to this earth plane so we can grow and we can really make this place, the earth plane, a better energy, a better positive place for us all, right? So what we're doing here, all of us, but for us Virgos, we are here to be of service to others. We may be here to be more of just that helping hand than having to be in the front lines of fighting or figuring out what needs to be done. We may be having to be there because we are the sign of health. We are the sign of helping others. So I'm sure a lot of us Virgos will be in the front lines in serving others in regards to finding ways to heal. And, I may be rambling here a little bit because I'm really trying to just come through in a way that I'm feeling at this moment. And I do feel my angels, I do feel have really encouraged me to just step up and say a few things, not trying to get too in depth about everything because I am just like all of you, part of this evolution, of trying to be a good citizen and doing the right thing. And the right thing right now is to really take time to meditate. We are practicing social distancing. A lot of us are having to be closed into our own homes. But if that's the case, then let's make that time worthwhile. And I do believe that if we look at the teachings of some of the most amazing and some of the people that I am connected to, that I have learned from, uh, we are seeing what have been trying to say to us for all these years. This connection to Eckhart Tolle, Oprah Winfrey, um, Dolores Cannon, Wayne Dyer. Those are some of the people that I have really connected to that I feel are these ascending masters that have came to earth to help us understand what we need to do to be ready for this change. And I do believe that if you listen to Dolores Cannon, she's an amazing, amazing soul who I do feel has prepared us for this change, this evolution, and the shift that we are going through. And of course, Eckhart Tolle talked about that in the New Earth. And Oprah Winfrey is just this amazing soul who's trying to get the word out to us all here. And Wayne Dyer, who has passed away, but who has given us this positive insight to always stay in our spiritual strength and to believe in this positive connection to the divine. I have been truly grateful to those energies that have taught me just to taught me to just understand my place, to understand why we're here, what we need to do. Has a person, has a soul, has a collective. And as we know, we're going into the age of Aquarius, which is this big change from the age of Pisces. The age of Pisces is the age of religion. And now we're going to this age of Aquarius, which is not just about religion and being part of a certain group, but the age of Aquarius is really about the collective. And it is about the humanitarian collective and helping others no matter who they are. And so it doesn't matter that this virus came from China or, the US is doing all these wonderful things and Italy has had all these horrific deaths because of this. It's about us just understanding that we all are going through this. And how can we help each other? It doesn't matter who we are, what country we are from. The age of Aquarius, the current energy, is the spiritual connection that we all have with each other. And not to be separated by groups or by religion. And that's what's going to be beautiful about this time. And I feel that's why there's a change. The new earth is changing and we are here. We all chose to be here at this time to do this, to be a part of this, to help all of us do our part. And, the reason why we are here on this earth plane is to make it a better place for all of us, right? And so I do feel on that note that if we can come together as a collective and as Virgos, I do believe each sign is going to, do their part in helping conquer this disease, this virus. And even though there may be chaos, and it's interesting that this virus came into fruition during the Virgo full moon. And so I do feel this is important to know that even though, this virus is um, just something that we've never dealt with and not sure how we're going to deal with it. Um, I do feel the sign of Virgo and it coming into fruition in Virgo is saying, even though this is happening, we will find a way to heal. We will find a way to cleanse, and we will find a way to purify the earth again. That's what I feel. That is the sign that we need to hold on to. And, we will be going into a new moon in Aries, and that is the new beginning of something, right? And Aries is the sign of self and war and aggression. So we need to be very careful as we step into, because I'm doing this on March 17th here, and we know we are going through a time where we all have to social distance and things are closed and we are having to stay home more. But there will be a time where I do feel by the time of the new moon in Aries that we are going to start to think about ourselves, and there may be this aggression, this feeling of, what is going on? Nothing is happening. Why are we still having to um, feel caged up in our homes or what have you? I do feel that is the time where we really are going to have to really tap into staying grounded and being more of service to others when we see that others aren't feeling so grounded, feeling a little fiery, feeling a little more aggressive because things aren't moving in the way, especially when we're having to be home and isolated. So, as Virgos, we need to definitely take time. And I feel like there's a reason why us Virgos have gone through so much. Uh, and I feel it's because, having Uranus in our ninth house, the house of wisdom and insight, is because we are receiving the understanding, the information, the insight that we need to help others, to give wisdom to others. And so I feel that's going to be important for us Virgos to remember. We chose to be here at this time, and we are going to be service of others to help cleanse and clear and purify the earth again, however long that takes. So I do hope that you Virgos, all of us out there, take time to meditate and to pray and be positive and to send out lots of love and light to all of us out there, no matter who we are, to help grow our power again. To, this is the only way we're going to get through it, is our spiritual strength, our connection to each other, to the divine's power, to its light that has always been with us. But this is a time where we need it the most. This is the time that we're really going to have to tap into our truth, tap into that deep connection of our spiritual understanding, because that is what this time is all about. We are shifting, we are changing, we are moving into a new light. And that is what's going to be beautiful, is to know that even though this is a time where change is really going to be hard and things are not going to be easy, and there will be lots of negative things happening out there that won't be positive. We have to still stay in that light. We know that God is always with us. Our angels and guides are always connecting with us. So we have to stay grounded. We have to stay connected. We have to understand that it's not about us hoarding everything, being only for ourselves. It is about us giving to others, being of service to others. And I do feel that is really going to be important when there's a time when we may not have the things that we need, and there may be some situations out there where others may feel like this is mine. I don't want to give anything away that I have, in regards to like toilet paper. I just couldn't understand this hoarding of toilet paper. But that's just the fear. That is just us. But I feel like that's great. If you hoard a bunch of toilet paper, let's just make sure that if there is a need for others to have that toilet paper, let's make sure that we share, that we give. And that may be what is going to be important, because I don't feel, Capricorn, a lot of the energy is happening Capricorn, and Capricorn is about breaking down the structures, right? So that is about breaking down the structures of the government, breaking down the structures of what's going on. And it may be a little chaotic in all the governments around the world, but it's really about us as a collective, us as being a spiritual energy, our soul vibration, the connection to divine, to come together as one, to help each other, no matter how chaotic it is, no matter what is going on in the governments. We have to be able, even if it's not where we can help someone far away, but in our own environment, we need to figure out ways how we can help and assist. And if it is just to pray, if it is just to meditate, if it is just to send out love vibrations, then that's beautiful. But I do feel that will be something that each and every one of us are going to have to do our part for that. So on that note, before I go into reading, I just wanted to share that connection to you, but I do still want to give the same reading I have been giving, but maybe in a different pretext, or a little, not, I don't want to say I want to make it so positive, but I want to be realistic about what is happening out there. So on that note, I am going to start your reading, but I'm going to take a little minute here, a break, to just get my thoughts back together here for the reading. And I just want to send out lots of love and light to all of you out there, and blessings. I am truly grateful for the love that I have received from all of you, to be able to be service to you all, and to help maybe give some love and light, and just feeling the positivity. That's all. Connecting to each other, connecting to those souls, those vibrations that are positive, can help us raise our vibration. So much love to all of you, and let's get into the reading. Okay, Virgo, let's go into the first house, the South position. Let's look at the love, the light, the archetypal energy that we should be connecting to in the month of April. Let's see for us, Virgos, what is the love, the light, the archetypal energy that we should be focusing on in April? Oh my gosh, no kidding. Is that amazing? The Virgin, and that's what I was talking about in the earlier video, about us being the Virgo, us Virgos being the Virgin, right? And what it says here, the light attribute that we must feel is maintaining symbolic purity of heart and soul. Is that a beautiful message? There you go. That is who you are, Virgo. We are going to use that light attribute of the Virgin to stay in the light of purity. I love it. Blessings to our angels and guides, the divine, for sending that beautiful message at this time for us. So let's go to the second house. The second house is our finances and resources. It is the sign of Taurus. So we know that right now, in April, there may be some difficulties with our finances and resources. So Virgo, let's see what the message is in regards to our finances and resources here. Oh my gosh, it only gets better. We are going to heal. So healing is the message here. So let's just stay in this place where I've been talking about, is us Virgos being the Virgin, being the healers. We will heal. We will get through this. So healing is a strong, magical word. I love that. So let me pull one more card here. and the Six of Swords, there will be resolution. So let's stay in the positive light of knowing that there will be resolutions, healing towards our finances, our resources. It looks like we will get through this, and of course we will. So let's go to the third house of communication. Is there a message that we can receive in regards to the third house of communication here? I'm going to pull a seashell oracle in regards to a message in regards to communication here. Let's see here. What is the message? Oh my gosh. Kitten's paw oyster. I love this. Unconditional love. We just need to give unconditional love. That is what we need to communicate out there. How beautiful is that? And I love the fact that it says kitten's paw oyster. My kitty cat is having kitties. I'm thinking in a couple of weeks here, so gonna send out lots of unconditional love to my little kitties, and of course to all of you out there. So let's go to the fourth house of family and home and see how that connection is to our family and home. We are getting closer to our family and home, I'm sure, in the month of April. Having to be more isolated with them, this is a chance for us to give them unconditional love, to heal maybe some issues in our family, generosity. This is us. I mean, this is the King of Pentacles. This is the sign of Virgo. It is about us being generous to others in our family. And in our life here, we are going to be generous. So yes, the King of Pentacles, we do have enough to be able to heal others, to have resolutions to our problems. So let's just be generous to our family and to others here. What a beautiful message. So let's go to the fifth house, and the fifth house is connected to love and romance and our children, our creative endeavors. And yes, we still have a lot going on in our fifth house. Thank goodness Saturn has finally moved out for a few more months. So this is a time we may have a little reprieve in our fifth house, being able to create more, to be able to give more unconditional love, to connect deeper to our children. That's what I'm feeling here. So let's see what the message is for us Virgos here. I hope you could hear I just realized I didn't have my microphone on. So hopefully you could have heard me okay. Sorry about that. Let me fix that. There we go. Oops. Okay. There we go. I hope that'll be okay. Let's see. The fifth house. Let's pull a message in love. Actually, I was going to pull a love wisdom oracle for us. So let's see. What is the wisdom in our fifth house of love and romance and children? To the sea here. So let's read a little bit about to the sea in regards to love here. The message for us Virgos is this. Being in the flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Does that make sense or what? So there are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, our combined goals and desires to steer the ship? Can we both transcend our personalities and allow our partnerships to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage in every way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds us that going with the flow is exactly what we need to do right now.
Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide us forward as we flow like a river into the seas of life. So let's just stay in the flow of our relationships, in love, in connections with our partners. Transcend, that's what we're going to do. We need to relax. This is a journey that we're on right now. But it does look like things are going to synchronistically happen. And as long as we are connecting to source, things will flow towards the sea. So that's a beautiful message here. Let's pull a love romance card for us. It looks like we'll be in the flow of love. Being the flow, make the effort. So yeah, we are going to make the effort this month, make the effort to connect to others, make the effort for those partnerships, those relationships to flow in the right direction. So it looks like emotionally we are going to be where we need to be in regards to love, and with our children we will be in the flow. So we need to make the effort to be able to connect to those. So let's go to the 6th house, and that's where Saturn is at now for a few months, I believe until July, and then it will retrograde back into our 5th house. So we may have some, for the next couple months, I feel, because we are going to be, a lot of us, isolated and having to change our day-to-day life, right? There is going to be this seriousness with Saturn being in our 6th house on how we are going to deal with that and cope with that there. The 9 of Pentacles. We are going to see comfort. With the 9 of Pentacles, it is us, knowing that we have the power of the divine with us, and we will have comfort. Again, we see the sign of Pentacles here, the sign of generosity. So it could be that in our day-to-day life, we are really going to give others comfort. That's what I really feel. We are going to be generous. We are going to give comfort to others who need it in our day-to-day life. So I feel like, we have this strong power right now of us Virgos, being this connection to healing and finding resolutions to our situations, and being this connection to the Virgin. There will be comfort. We are giving comfort to others. That's what I feel we're doing in our day-to-day life, giving comfort to others. So let's go to the 7th house, and that's this connection to our relationships, right? Going with the flow, finding balance, because that is the sign of balance in Libra, the 7th house. So how do we find that balance in our relationships? Oh my gosh, just give love. Wow, is this a strong, beautiful message? Love is the way that we balance out our relationships, going with the flow, knowing that if we make the effort, things will be comfortable. We are going to see the purity and light with everyone. That's when I feel the beautiful message. We are definitely going to find balance through love in April. So let's go to the 8th house, okay? And the 8th house is this connection to the Scorpion house, death, and big changes, and having to go deep into our souls to understand what we need to do for this change here. So let me pull a card here. What is the message? The Hangman, yeah, the angel of prophecy. So, this is about knowing that things are going to be, we're going to have to look at our life differently, right? In the 8th house, there is something that is being prophesied to all of us, right? So we're just going to have to hang in there. We're going to have faith. We're going to have to look at things differently and how we can make this change, being able to move into this new earth, right? So this is about us knowing that as long as we have faith and we hang in there, knowing that the divine is going to, get us through this time of prophecy. I love it. So I also want to pull a card of surrender. What do we need to surrender to as we make this change? What do we need to surrender to? Let's see here. What is the message? Surrender comparisons with other people. And it says, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strength, attractiveness, and power. So yeah, we are definitely not going to compare ourselves to others, and we're not going to compare others to others. We are definitely here to give our own power and strength, our own ability to help others. So let's not compare the situations with others. We just need to be in our own power, our own strength here. It's beautiful. I love that. So let's go to the 9th house, and that is the house of wisdom, right? So what is the message of wisdom? And I want to pull a wisdom card for that here. If I can find my wisdom cards here. Oh, here we go. So let's see what the message that we can receive, the wisdom that our angels and guides want to give us in the month of April. What is the message here for us? Here it is. No kidding. We are going to be the divine physician. That is the healer. That is us helping others. I mean, how strong of a message for this reading. I mean, it's beautiful. So just to, and the number 6, which is the 6th house. We are connected to the 6th house. That is the Virgo house. That is us being the divine physician. Let me read a little bit about this, because you know, we really are going to be strong in our power as healers. And this is the message. The divine physician stands before a well, carrying a jug of healing water and sharing his light of healing with those nearby. Upon his robe is the caduceus, the emblem of medicine and healing, called Dion Cact by the Celts. He made the mortally wounded rise again. Oh my gosh, I have to read this again. His name, sorry, I'm getting so excited. So, Dion Cact by the Celts, he was called. He made the mortally wounded rise again through his incantation of sacred words. This powerful eternal healing spirit walks with you at this time. This card indicates that we are moving into a time of magnificent healing on many levels. There's a person who can be a great healer for you, and it may be as well as a teacher who shares healing gifts that can pass on to others. If you don't know this person yet, keep your eyes open. He or she is coming. Or obviously, we are that person. We may also find ourselves being called to help others at this time, remembering that word and thought, belief and feeling are key components in healing the self and in teaching others to heal. They are important tools to the divine physician's medical bag, so make sure they are part of yours too. Know that the light of healing shines around you and through you. Such a radiant joy can bring well-being to all. Need I say more? What a beautiful message of wisdom and insight that we are receiving. We have Uranus in our 9th house. That is giving us this power to be that divine physician. So let's go to the 10th house, and that is our career, our destiny. Let's see how our career, our destiny is changing for sure. 10 of Swords. So there are endings, and we already know that. There is changes, endings to our career, to our destiny, but we understand that. And right now, we are going to get through that pain. We are going to end the suffering. Let me pull one more card so that we can understand through that ending, through that suffering, through that pain. there will be a commitment. There will still be love. There will still be light out there. So let's be committed to ending this pain, to being that physician healer, to being the virgin. I mean, healing. No kidding. The divine physician, the virgin, love. This is all about us giving comfort and love and light to others, generosity, right? So let's go to the 11th house. That is connection to the world, the connection to friends, the connection of getting out there and helping, right? So what is the message for us? No kidding. No kidding. Queen of Pentacles. And what does it say? Comfort. We already have the word comfort, and we already have the King of Pentacles. This is such a strong message for us Virgos. We are giving comfort and generosity and love and light and healing to others. So let's be that divine physician. Let's be that healer and know that we have the power. So let us not compare ourselves to others, because we seem to have something that's coming straight from the divine. That's why we are Virgos in this lifetime. I love it. So the last message, I wanted to give a message. You know, it is the spiritual house, this connection to all that is, a connection to the keeper of light, who we can connect to as we meditate upon our day-to-day life. Oh my gosh. Hope, love, and acceptance. I am getting chills. I really am. And I hope you all are feeling this love and light. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Oh my gosh. I just have to read a little bit about this divine connection to the keeper of light, Hope. Hope is an angel who is dedicated to promoting the idea that we on earth are loved. And we have the sign of the Ace of Cups, love. We are loved, cherished, and supported by the kingdom of heaven. Yes, we are. She is all about helping us see the light beyond whatever darkness we are in right now. Traveling as part of a holy trinity, faith, hope, and charity. She helps us recognize that hope isn't about wishing for something good to happen or help to arrive, but trusting that support is already present. Hope is the twin flame of Archangel Gabriel. She has a gentle presence, but she is absolutely glorious. She sings sweet harmonies to us, and these songs are waves of love, washing away anything that stands between us and self-love and acceptance. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Angels are gathering around us now in celebration that we are finally willing to see how loving and lovable we are. Hope is here with her legion of love angels guiding us to see that we deserve loving relationships, loving experiences, and loving acceptance from the world around us. It seems that we are really moving beyond the limitations that once had in this department, but know that whenever we do question our worth, we can call on Hope to shine her golden light upon us. Our angels want us to know that they love and cherish us, and they are grateful that we are giving ourselves the same support. So let's have hope. Let's give love and acceptance to all. I am just loving this reading. It is such a great message for us in the month of April to remember. And the last card to just give us another connection to ourselves. What is this message? Self-respect. Wow, is that amazing? Respect ourselves. Don't compare ourselves to others, because we are the best judge of what is right, right? What a beautiful message for us Virgos in the month of April. Stay in the light. Keep on having the hope and faith. Give charity. We are going to purify this earth again through our loving energy, the light of hope and healing. We will resolve the issues that are happening right now. We just got to make the effort. Get out there to the sea, using our emotional connection to others, our intuitive side, our wisdom and insight that we are receiving, the angel of prophecy. We are in this hangman position right now for a reason. We are clarifying and cleansing the earth again. And there is a prophecy that is going to be shown to us because of that. So much love to all of you, and sending out the love and light to all of you out there. And of course, if you ever want a personal reading, please connect with me. All my links are below. Much love to all of you, and until next time, with pure love through Synergy, Tammy.